Hello students, once again Sushil Gupta is back for you all. Today I am here with my physics for class 9th, chapter 1 measurement. Yesterday you might have studied the part 1 of chapter 1 measurement, and now we will be moving on to second part of the chapter. So the last topics which we have studied was about the measurement, its definition, as well as unit, expression of physical quantity, choice of units, fundamental units, derived units, and many more similar things, prefixes for bigger measurements and smaller measurements we have used. We have discussed it in previous video. So now moving on further in the chapter, today we are going to start our video for class 9th by systems of units. The topic for today's class will be systems of units. We all know that yesterday we have discussed about fundamental quantities. Basically, there are 7 fundamental quantities and 2 complementary quantities. Is it? Length, mass, and time. These 3 quantities are basically used in mechanics. What are those quantities? First one is length, second one is mass, and third fundamental quantity is time. So, length, mass, and time are the 3 fundamental quantities which we have used in mechanics. So, these 3 quantities can be defined on the basis of following system of units. 3 systems of units we are using mainly. What are those? First one is CGS system of units. It is also known as French system. Second system of units is FPS. It is also known as British system. And third one is MKS system. It is also known as metric system. So in these 3 systems we will be discussing the units of length, mass, and time respectively. Length, mass, and time. So if we are talking of CGS system, in CGS system, the SI unit of length is centimeters, mass grams, and time it's seconds. In FPS or British system, the SI unit of length is foot, mass is measured in pounds, and time is measured in seconds. In MKS system or metric system, the unit of length is meter, the unit of mass is kilogram, and the unit of time is second. These all 3 systems are now not in use. We are studying only these 3 systems for historical importance. These all systems were used in the previous time. Nowadays, we are using SI system of units, which is the modified and enlarged version of metric system. Which system we are using nowadays? We are using SI system of units. And it is just the enlarged form and modified form of metric system only. Here in metric system only we have studied about the units of length, mass, and time. But in SI system we have studied more about current, luminous intensity, temperature, solid angle, plane angle, and many more quantities we are studying. Therefore, SI system is similar to metric system only. What is the full form of SI system? The full form of SI system is Système International D unites. This is the full form of SI system, and this you have to remember. In 1960, in the year 1960, one general conference of weights and measures was held at Paris, and therefore in that meeting only this new system was discovered, which is known as SI system of units. And till now, till today, we are using and following this system of units only. So we are going to study and use SI system of units in all over the physics. Now we are going to discuss about the SI units of length, mass and time in detail, along with furthermore units. So first of all, we are going to discuss about the SI unit of length. We all know that what is SI unit of length? SI unit of length is meter. SI unit of length is meter, which is represented by symbol small m. In this chapter, we have also to study about more subunits of length. This time we are discussing length. Then we will discuss mass, the units of mass, and then we will discuss about time. So subunits of length, this is the standard unit, meter, which is represented by symbol small m. Now, the subunits will be centimeter. So what is 1 centimeter equals to 1 upon 100 meter. We will be finding out the relation of every subunit with its SI unit also, so that you may learn these relations. 1 centimeter equals to 1 by 100 meter. Second unit is millimeter. So 1 millimeter is equals to 1 upon 1000 meters. Third one is micrometer. This is the symbol of micron. So 1 micrometer equals to 10 to the power minus 6 meter. Next unit is nanometer. 1 nanometer equals to 10 to the power minus 9 meters. Next unit is astronomical unit. It is represented by capital A and U. So 1 astronomical unit equals to 1.496 into 10 to the power 11 meter. Now the question arises, what is astronomical unit? Astronomical unit is the mean distance between Earth and Sun. So it is the mean distance between Earth and Sun. Moving forward, next unit is light year. What is light year? It is represented by symbol small l and y. Light year is the distance traveled by light in vacuum in 1 year. So what is light year? Distance traveled by light in vacuum in 1 year. So what is that? What is its value? 1 light year equals to 9.46 into 10 to the power 15 meters. Students, you have to learn all these units. Next unit is parsec. So 1 parsec is equals to 3.26 light year. Smaller units of length is angstrom. It is represented by symbol capital A and a small dot is put on the top of A. This is smaller unit. So 1 angstrom is equals to 10 to the power minus 10 meter. It is equals to 10 to the power minus 10 meter. And the last smaller unit is Fermi. Fermi. It is represented by small f. So 1 Fermi equals to 10 to the power minus 15 meters. So these all units of length you have to study and you have to learn in detail also. You have also to learn its relation with its SI unit. This was all about length. Now we are going to discuss about the SI unit, subunits of mass. So second fundamental unit which we have discussed was mass. So SI unit of mass is kilogram, which is represented by symbol capital K and small g. Subunits gram. So 1 gram is equals to 1 upon 1000 kilogram. Or it can also be written as 10 to the power minus 3 kilograms. Second one is milligram. So 1 milligram equals to 10 to the power minus 6 kilograms. Third unit is quintal. We all are using it. So 1 quintal equals to 100 kg. Next unit of mass is metric ton. So 1 metric ton equals to 1000 kilogram, or we can write it as 10 quintal also. Next unit is AMU, atomic mass unit. So 1 atomic mass unit is equals to 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. Next unit is solar mass. This solar mass is used to measure the weight of very heavy bodies such as heavenly bodies, sun, stars, planets. We all are measuring the mass of all the heavenly bodies by using the unit of mass named as solar mass. So 1 solar mass equals to 2 into 10 to the power 30 kilograms. This was all about the units of mass. Moving on to the third basic quantity, that is time. So now we are going to discuss about the SI unit and subunits of our third quantity, that is time. So SI unit of time is second, which is denoted by symbol small s. Smaller unit subunits are minute. We all know that 1 minute equals to 60 seconds. Hour, 1 hour equals to 60 into 60, that is 3600 seconds. Third, it will be day. We all know that in one day there are 24 hours. And if we are finding out the minutes, then 24 into 60, that will be equals to 1440 minutes. Month is also the unit of time. We all know either there are 30 days or in some months there also are 31 days mostly, except February. Next is year. In 1 year there are 365 days. Leap year. Every 4th year is a leap year in which we are having 366 days. This year, that is 2020, is also a leap year, as we had 29 days in February. Decade, a period of 10 years is known as decade. Century, a period of 100 years is known as century. And the last one is millennium. A period of 1,000 years is known as millennium. So these was all about the SI unit, subunits and their relation with their SI units of all the three fundamental quantities, that is mass, length and time. Now the last topic of chapter 1A and for today is guidelines for writing the units. How we will be writing the units, that is also very important and we should know all these things. Guidelines for writing the units. How we will be writing the units. 5 points you have to remember. First one, unit which is not named after the name of scientist. Unit which is not named after the name of scientist is written in small letters. In small letters. For example, small m we are writing for meter. We cannot write capital M. Same way, small s we are using for second. Because these are the units which are not named after the name of the scientist. Are they named after the name of scientist? No. Therefore, whenever we will be writing them by using the small letters only. Second one is unit which is named after the name of scientist is written with first letter capital. Unit which is named after the name of scientist is written by first letter capital. For example, J is written for joule because it is named after the name of the scientist. W is written for watt because it is named after the name of the scientist. Capital V is written for volt. Is it? Volt is the SI unit of potential difference, power. Watt is the unit of power, and for work and energy we are using joule. So all these units are named after the name of scientists. Therefore, they will be written, the first letter will be written as capital. This was second point. Now, third point is if we have to write full name, whether it is the name of scientist or not, we will be writing it always in small only. Always it is written in small letters. For example, unit of force is written as Newton. If we are writing like this, then it will be wrong. This method is correct. Fourth point is any unit which is formed by multiplication of two units, any unit which is formed by multiplication of two or more units, it is written by using either dot between two, or it can be cross sign can be used, or only space can be left. For example, if we are talking about the SI unit of torque, it is Newton meter. So it can be written like this also. It can be written like this also. And it can be written like this also. All the three methods are correct. Last point which should be remembered for writing the guidelines for units is that negative power is used for units which are formed by dividing one unit by another. If we are dividing one unit by another, then we are using negative sign. For example, the SI unit of speed, the formula for speed is distance upon time. So its unit will be meter per second. This is formed by dividing, so it will be written like this, ms minus 1. So this was the negative sign which we have used. These were the 5 points which should be remembered for writing the guidelines for units. This was a completion of chapter 1A physics. Now you should go through the question parts and learn whatever the relations and the things which are taught to you. Thank you. Have a nice day.